I'm Alexandra Caulfield.
And I'm Ryder White.
And you're watching
a Canadian Framelines video update.
Hello and welcome back. It is weekly update number 37. Hard to believe we've been doing these for 37 weeks already. We are getting closer to the beginning of the trip.
We're getting closer to the beginning than we are to the beginning.
True.
From the beginning of what we've been doing. Whew. It's hard to think about.
It really is. So, this week, we're going to paint the bus. Mm-hmm. Finally. Because it's actually going to be dry. And we're both going to have a day off. And no one else has asked us to do anything else.
The stars have aligned.
We can do it.
So, we're going to paint the bus. If you'd like to be part of painting the bus, you could always come see us in White Rock. We'll pick you up from the SkyTrain station.
Seriously.
It'll be great.
Or show up to Semiahmoo Secondary School and just yell on Thursday.
Yeah. And
we'll find you. We're close enough.
Mm-hmm.
They won't arrest you or anything.
No, that doesn't happen.
Don't worry.
But, yeah.
But yeah, that's a big thing that's happening this week coming up. So next week we'll be able to show you a bunch of pictures and maybe a little video of that if we're having fun and it's sunny. I guess the big thing we need from people this week, we need you to do something. You can't just watch this video, you have to help us. We are looking for more submissions for our website on Canadian identity. And so this can be anything at all. It can be writing, it can be a photo you took, a video. It really can be anything. We're not judgy. We don't mind. Mm-hmm. So you can check the website for examples. There's lots of artwork and photos and some writing as well. We'd like more writing, actually. We don't have that much writing. So maybe if you have an idea, jot it down and we can do that. The other thing we need is, as we are organizing our fundraiser launch party for New Year's Eve, which is going to be a rockin' awesome time, and we will let you know when tickets are on sale. We're looking to add some more acts to our evening because it should be really fun. We want to have a couple different booth areas set up so people can work on doing different things. We have one thing we want to do is an adult version of the workshop we were doing with kids with the drawing on film. So that will be, it's really fun, surprisingly, or maybe not surprisingly, it's really fun. It is, you know, you think kids, but
I enjoy it.
It was a lot of fun. So we want to have that set up, and then we have a few more little things in the works, but if you have any ideas or something that you would like to do or like to perform, particularly new media type work, we have a bit set up, but anything that involves sound and images and projections and things that can be going on while people are, you know, dancing, chatting, drinking, having a good time. We're kind of billing it as an alternative New Year's, right?
It's Canadian Framelines New Year's, but it's not like really Canadian Framelines themed.
Yeah.
It's kind of more just a party.
Yeah, we're hoping to get it all set up so we can have the bus there so people can, you know, see Pet if they haven't yet. But outside of that, we want it to be a really fun New Year's Eve party that's a little bit different than what you'd get if you're going out either to a house party or to a nightclub. So it's kind of a fun, funky, alternative New Year's Eve. Alternative, because we still live in the 90s.
Yep. You can tell by our hair. And
I do have like a Rachel going on.
Yeah, it's nice.
I'm scared.
In terms of your submissions, if you want to share anything with us, keep in mind that it doesn't have to be like about Canada in any like tangible way. Mm-hmm. If it's something that happened to you when you were a kid, that has just like been something that stuck with you, and you know you kind of think that it represented some like cultural identity phenomenon that was larger than yourself or your family. You know, we're interested in hearing stuff about that. Like, you know, we use this term Canadian identity to really like paint with a broad brush because it saves us a lot of time, you know, talking to people. But, you know, really there's a lot more sort of finer points within that we're looking to examine, you know. It could just be something as small as like a, you know, a neighborhood community having its own distinctive kind of characteristics that affect somebody in some way that they kind of carry with them elsewhere. Really anything. So don't feel like you have to restrict yourself. If you want to tell us a story, tell us a story. And
we love stories.
We love stories.
So I guess until next week, check us out on Facebook, facebook.com/CanadianFramelines, and on Twitter, twitter.com/CDNFramelines. Which
we realized recently is not the abbreviation for Canadian dollar. It's CAD?
CAD is Canadian dollar.
Yeah. That was my mistake. Don't make that mistake.
Don't do it, kids.
Don't do it, kids. Anyway, we'll see you next week.
Bye.